Hey guys, it's ACT here, and today's topic is reading and writing, and how does it help in self-improvement, why it's important, and my personal experience when it comes down to it. Okay, let's get. So first of all, I'm gonna be going over reading. The book I'm reading right now, the 48 Laws of Power. Okay, so reading is detrimental to your self-improvement for the reason that one, it helps you stay focused, it builds real concentration and discipline in your head, and depending on the book that you're reading, or well, all books, they teach a lesson and help you just stay more knowledgeable and be more educated and sophisticated too, because a lot of the times in reading, depending on what you're reading, what style of reading that you are reading, the books and stuff, is going to help you be more educated, talk better, and overall have more discipline within your language and how you speak. So instead of speaking like maybe what's it called? Yes, the terms is like ratchet or like just unknowledgeable. You're gonna start speaking more sophisticated, have more confidence within your words because you're reading, especially if you read out loud. Well, that's why reading is important. Now, why writing is important is kind of falls into the same aspects, similar aspects. It's your grammar, your literacy, just overall, like in that aspect. But also, it helps you really see where you were at versus where you want to be, and just overall sees more of your progress and documentation because you're actually writing. Like writing on a journal can tell you a lot. One, it tells your characteristic and how you were feeling at the moment. If the writing looks rushed and it looks like you were just or not even locked in, then you identify how you were at that present moment. Depending on what you were talking about, the keywords that you were using is gonna make you see how you were feeling at the moment. If you're using a lot of words that have like a lot of boldness, violence, you're gonna see that maybe you were angry at the time, or you use a lot of words that have sadness and sad meanings connected to them. You're gonna see that you were sad during the time. So it's a good way of documentation because when you do type things out, you don't get the full emotion behind it. You don't get the long pauses. You don't get all this, that, except if you exaggerate it and put it into it. Writing shows you how you were feeling and everything by just simply looking at the letter of the word. Both kind of fall into similar categories. Reading helps you be more sophisticated and helps you stay focused and builds concentration. Writing helps you actually implement that sophistication and also shows your documentation and your process through everything. Well, let's go into my personal experience. Okay, so my personal experience when it comes to writing and reading is, well, like I told you guys, if you guys have watched my previous stuff before, I was dyslexic. Well, still am, but I've been getting way better. I've been reading constantly and staying disciplined within my reading and within my writing too. My handwriting right now, still, I'm gonna be honest, isn't the best that it is out there, but it's my writing, and well, I'm still working on it. But for the time being, the progress that I have made with where I was at versus where now I want to be and where I want to get to, the progress is there. And same with my reading. Bro, I used to be dyslexic. Like, I could not read at all. I had all these limiting beliefs. I couldn't finish a book, even if you paid me to. Now it's so easy. Like reading this book is so easy. Even though, yeah, the chapters aren't long, the pages aren't long, it's still super easy to read. Now that I've actually worked towards it and actually practiced it, I've noticed that my focus has gotten better. How I speak has gotten better, how I look at things has gotten better, and just overall my more analysis skills have gotten really good. Because when you're reading a book, you have to analyze the book. You have to find the meaning, you have to see what it truly means, you have to see how they're speaking, how they're talking, what's the theme, how are they feeling, actions, things. You have to analyze the book, you have to analyze everything. Since I've started reading and actually taking it serious, my personal experience is I've gotten way better at reading people, reading situations, and overall just in that aspect overall. When it comes to writing, my writing has improved, and then my documentation journey, because I've been writing for a while now. Like, I see the words I used to use, I see how I was rushed, or if I was in a rush, or if I was angry, or if I was sad, or I was in neutral, like my writing would vary. Now I look past that, look the overview, see how I was at those moments, know what I was going through, and improve on it, because it is a real way of documentation. Well, that's my personal experience when it comes to reading and writing, and how you guys could simply implement it in your guys' life is super easy. Just pick up a book for real and just start reading. That's the simplest way to start. And if you stay disciplined to it and actually focus on it, you're gonna learn a thing or two. You're actually gonna, improve your skill set and improve in what you want, not just on nothing because you're doing it for nothing. No, have a meaning behind it. Why do you want to read a book? Pick a book that is meaningful to you, or books, like a series of books that is meaningful to you, that's going to help you out in whatever you're trying to go into, or maybe just in storytelling in general. Like I picked these series of books because I know that they're going to help me in what I'm going into and my career that I am choosing to go into. I know that they're going to help me read people better, read situations better, know what to do in situations, and see how people are trying to affect me and how I need to make an impact on people. But the best way is also to get into a book that you want to get into, or get into a theme, a series that you want to get into. I say like top 3 is 1, mental health, 2, physical, and then like storytelling, like deep storytelling. A book that I was recommended to while I was like younger, and I did take into consideration, and I did read a little bit, but I wasn't the best back then. It was this murder novel or something. It's on Netflix too. They made a movie about it. Good Girl's Guide to Murder. That book was pretty good. It is discovery, and it did dive into my interest, because I wanted to figure it out. I wanted to figure out like what's going on, what's the series about, how is the main character getting affected by it, if the main topic of the story happened so long ago. Like, it was very discovery, and it kept my focus and hold my attention. Just getting books like those that hold your attention, hold your focus, and are actually interesting to read are going to help you develop your skill set so much more when it comes into the reading aspect and writing aspect. And then more into the writing aspect, just start journaling about your day, your emotions, how you feel, what's going on in your day-to-day life. It's going to really help in your documentation journey to self-improvement. So just make sure you stay consistent with it. Actually put all your expressions on it, put everything that you feel, write how you're feeling, because you're gonna look back on it, you're gonna reflect, and you're gonna see how you were at the time compared to now. So it's very important for documentation and just overall getting it off your chest and getting it off your mind. It's so much easier. And then same, like when it does come, like this is a little side note, but when it comes to like overreacting, or you think you're being too emotional, or you think something, then write it down. Write down what you're feeling, write down everything that's going through your mind. Then come back when you're in a neutral state and review it, and then realize, damn, what got me so mad? It wasn't that important, because it wasn't. Most of the times the things that do get you mad, you get so frustrated of, aren't that important. It's just you're not in a neutral state. So yeah, that's basically why it's important, my personal experience, and how you guys can start implementing it. Little simple video, not too long, not too short. Reading is pretty simple. Just hold your focus, stay disciplined to it, actually build those skills. Same with writing, stay disciplined to it, build those skills, and try and express yourself. Well, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.